Assalamu alaikum. Today we will discuss exercise 1.2. Start with question number 2. Let we have Z, Z1 and Z2 be complex number. It is given that Z is equal to x plus iota y, Z1 is equal to x1 plus iota y1 and Z2 is equal to x2 plus iota y2. First of all, part A, Z1 plus Z1. How can we find? What is your Z? Your Z complex number x plus iota y. And what is this? This means changing the imaginary sign. X minus iota y. That's why you have x plus iota y plus x plus minus iota y. Plus minus cancel out. You have 2 of x. And it is real number. That's why it is proof. Second part. Z minus module of Z is. What is your Z? Z is equal to x plus iota y. What is conjugate of this? X minus iota y, right? X plus iota y as it is, minus plus minus x, minus minus plus iota y. Plus x minus x cancel out and you have 2 iota y and it is imaginary. That's why it's imaginary number. And it is proof. Number C part. X1 plus iota y1 and Z2 is equal to x2 plus iota y2. First of all, multiply of this left hand side, x1 multiplied by x2, iota y1 multiplied by x2 and x1 multiplied by iota y2 and iota y1 multiplied by iota y2. Similarly, you know that how can we find the absolute value? You know that it is real square plus imaginary square roots. Real is x1 and imaginary y1. Similarly, real is x2 and imaginary y2. Now solve of this. Iota square is equal to minus 1 and you have the real value x1 x2 minus y1 y2 and imaginary value y1 x1 y2 plus x2 y1. Here is we solve this multiply by this multiply by this and this multiply by this. Now solve out this. Here is it is real square and it is imaginary square and we open up this. When we open this formula, it is a minus b whole square and it is a plus b whole square. Cancel out 2 values and remaining values are the sum of these values and it is proved that. Start question number 3. Number 3. First part is 3 plus 5 iota. What is additive inverse? Additive inverse means inverse of the real parts, also imaginary parts. Here is additive inverse is 3 your real parts, that it will be minus 3 plus 5 iota is real part, it is minus 5 iota, right? Your second part and third part is easy. That's why we solve 4 part. 2 by 3, 6. 2 by 3 is your real part, 2 by 3. 6 your imaginary parts, that's why 6 iota. How can we write additive inverse? 2 by 3 positive, that's why minus 2 by 3. plus 6 iota positive, it is minus 6 iota. That's why you have, because your question in the form of the bracket, it is necessary, answer the same form. Number 4 and first part. 3 plus 5 iota. Find multiplicative inverse. In multiplicative inverse, you have the formula is that this real part same, imaginary part sign change, and denominator is a square plus b square. Okay, here is your a is 3 and b is 5. A means real parts, b means imaginary parts. That's why you have, what is your real part is 3, a square 3 square, imaginary part is 5 square. Similarly, minus 5, a is 3 square, b is 5 square. Now answer will become 3 as it is. 3 square means 9, 5 square means 25, and 25 plus 9 I think is equal to 34. Minus 5 over 34. Now do 4 part, because part number 2 and 3 easy. 12 minus 7. First we write in complex number form, 12 imaginary number minus 7 12 real number minus 7 imaginary number. Multiplicative inverse will be, what is your a? A is 2, 12, and a square, 12 square plus imaginary square. What is your b? B is equal to minus 7. It is 12 square plus imaginary square. Okay, 12 12 12 is a 144, and 7 7 is a 49. Minus minus remove, minus minus positive. 12 12 is a 144, 7 7 is a 49. Sum of all these, 12 over 193, 7 over 193. What is z? Z is equal to 4 minus 3 iota. You know that how can we find conjugate of z? It is the absolute value of z. It is square root real square plus imaginary square. Your real is 4, imaginary is minus 3. That's why it is 4 for the 16, and minus 3 square is 9. 16 plus 9 25, and 25 root is 5. Now we find minus z absolute value. What is your z? Okay, minus z is 4 minus 3 iota. That's why you have minus 3 iota. Is also fine. Real square, imaginary square. 4 4 is 16, 9. That is also 5. Okay. Now, third part is conjugate of z. Conjugate means changing of imaginary part. It is 4 minus 3 iota. Conjugate of z means 4 plus 3 iota. And you know, real square 4 plus imaginary 3 square. And it is also 16 plus 9. Now, last is conjugate or minus z. Absolute. Your conjugate of z 4 plus 3 iota, and minus conjugate of z means minus 4. Okay, now it means 4 square minus 4 square minus 3 square means 9 is also 25. Sorry, 25, and it is proof. Now start question number 7. Sorry, question number 6, second part. Second part is 2 times, like what is your z? Z is equal to iota. That is imaginary part sign change and conjugate of z. It means again imaginary parts reverse sign. That's why it is proved. Third part, is z and z square. Okay, what is z is equal to 4 minus iota. This is your conjugate of z, 4 plus 3 iota. What is your z? 4 minus 3 iota. Okay, you know that formula of a minus b, a plus b, what will be? A square minus b square, a square minus, and you also know value. It is 4, it is 3 iota. 4 for the 16, minus 3 3 is 9 iota square. And you know that 4 for the 16, 3 3 is 9. Plus 3 3 is 9 square. It is 16 minus 9 iota square minus 1. 25 square. Square root cancel out and it is 25. And 16 minus minus plus 16 plus 9, 25. Now fourth part, z1 plus z2 bar is equal to z1 bar plus z2 bar, means conjugate. What is your z1, z2? It is given that z1 is 3 minus 2 iota and z2 is equal to 2 plus 3 iota, and all of these conjugate. What is your z1? z1 3 minus 2 iota. It's conjugate. What is your z2? 2 plus 3 iota, and it is conjugate. How can we find? It is 3 minus 2 iota plus 2 plus 3 iota. 3 minus 2 iota conjugate means 3 plus 2 iota. Changing of imaginary sign. It's mean 2 minus 3 iota, right? 3 plus 2 is equal to 5. Plus 3 iota minus 2 iota is means plus iota. And it is 3 plus 2, 5. Plus minus, minus 3 minus 2 minus iota. Okay. How can we find conjugate of this? We find this conjugate means changing of imaginary sign, and it is same, right? Prove that. Next part, fifth part, z1 and z2 multiplication rule. Okay, what is your z1? 3 minus 2 iota. z2 2 plus 3 iota. Three minus 2 iota multiply by 2 plus 3 iota. Substitute all these value. Now we find how can we find conjugate? 3 multiplied by 2, it will be 6. Minus 2 iota multiplied by 2, minus 4 iota. 3 iota multiplied by 3, 9 iota. Plus minus minus 6 iota square. And it 3 minus 2 iota mean 3 plus 2 iota. Multiply of this 2 plus 3 iota mean 2 minus 3 iota conjugate, right? Okay, how can we find? 6 plus 9 minus 4 plus 5 iota. Minus 6 iota square is equal to minus 1. Multiply of these value, 3 multiplied by 2, 2 iota multiplied by this, minus 3 iota multiplied this, 3 to the 6 iota square. Okay, minus minus positive 6, and 6 plus 6 is equal to 12 plus 5 iota, and it is plus 5 iota, 6 minus 6 iota square is equal to minus 1. Okay, now it will be, you know that it is conjugate means 12 minus 5 iota. Minus 9 is greater sign, that was either is minus. Minus minus positive, 6 plus 6 12 minus 5 iota, and it is proof. Last part, number 6 part, z1 over z2 whole conjugate, z1 conjugate upon z2 conjugate. Okay, now first of all substitute the values. What is z1? 3 minus 2 iota. What is z2? 2 plus 3 iota, right? Whole of conjugate. What is your z1? 3 minus 2 iota. What is your z2? 2 conjugate and z1 conjugate divided by z2 conjugate. Okay, first of all we take the conjugate of right hand side, and in the left hand side in the conjugate term have again conjugate reciprocal. It is 2 plus 3 iota and its conjugate reciprocal 2 minus 3 iota, right? And it is 2 minus 3 iota multiply by this 3 minus 2 iota, 2 minus 3 iota, and here is another is 2 all the conjugate 2 minus 3 iota, reciprocal is 2 plus 3 iota and 2 plus 3 iota, multiply and divide by this, multiply 3 multiply by 2, we will get the value 3 minus 2 iota multiply 2 minus 3 iota, we get this value, and 2 plus 3 iota 2 minus 3 iota, it is a minus b, a plus b, and it is a square minus b square. Okay, now similarly have process right hand side, multiply these of two numerator and denominator and get the value of these in this form. You have to cancel out of all these, and in the last take conjugate minus 13 and is equal to 4 minus minus positive plus 9, 4 plus 9 13, 30 13 cancel out, and your value will become left hand side is equal to right hand side. Completed. Question number 7. Start question number 7. Z1 is equal to 3 minus 2 iota, Z2 2 minus 3 iota. First part, Z1 Z2 conjugate divided by Z1 conjugate. How can we find? What is your Z1? 3 minus 2 iota. What is your Z2? 2 minus 3 iota. Take conjugate. What is your Z1? 3 minus 2 iota. Take conjugate. Now 3 minus 2 iota, and it is 2 plus 3 iota. You know that when we will take the conjugate, reverse the imaginary sign. 2 plus 3 iota, and it is 3 plus 2 iota, right? Multiply this, 3 multiplied by 2 6, 2 iota multiplied by 2 4 iota, 3 iota multiplied by 3 9 iota, plus minus minus 3 to the 6 iota square. It is 3 plus 2 iota, plus 9 minus 4 plus 5 iota, 6 as it is, minus 6 iota square minus 1, and it is 3 plus 2 iota. Now you have minus minus positive 6, 6 plus 6 12, 12 plus 5 iota, and it is 3 plus 2 iota. Take the conjugate 3 plus 2 iota, 3 minus 2 iota. Okay. A plus b, a minus b, it is a square minus b square. A is 3, b is 2 iota. 12 multiplied by 3, 12 3 is a 36. 5 3 is a 15 iota. 12 2 is a 24 iota. 5 2 is a 10 iota square. 36 as it is, 15 minus 24, it is minus 9 iota, minus 10 as it is, iota square minus 1. 3 3 is a 9, 2 2 is a 4 iota square. And you know that what is your iota square? Iota square is equal to minus 1. Minus minus positive, 36 plus 10, 46 minus 9 iota. And it will be 46 minus 9 iota divided by minus minus positive, 9 plus 4 is equal to 13. 46 by 13 real part minus 9 by 13 imaginary parts. Second part. Second part is Z1 conjugate and Z2 divided by Z2 conjugate. Right? What is your Z1? 3 minus 2 iota conjugate. What is your Z2? 2 minus 3 iota. What is your Z2? Okay. Now, it is 3 plus 2 iota. Take the conjugate. And it is 2 minus 3 iota as it is. And it is 2 plus 3 iota. Take the conjugate. Right? Multiply of these numerator. 3 multiplied by 2, 6. 2 2 is a 4 iota. 3 is a 9 iota minus 6 iota square. 2 plus 3 iota as it is. It is 6 minus 5 iota minus 6 iota square minus 1. And it is 2 plus 3 iota as it is. 6 plus 6 is equal to 12 minus 5 iota, and it is 2 plus 3 iota. Take the conjugate 2 minus 3 iota. It is a square minus b square. A is 2, b is 3 iota. 12 2 is a 24, 5 2 is a 10, 12 3 is a 36, minus minus positive, 5 2 is a 15, iota square. 24 minus 36 minus 10 minus 46 iota plus 15, iota square is equal to minus 1. 2 2 is a 4 minus 3 is a 9, iota square. Okay. 24 minus 9 is equal to 9 minus 46 iota divided by iota square is equal to minus 1. Minus minus positive, that means 30. That's why 9 by 13 your real part minus 46 by 13 iota is your imaginary part. Your third part, last, Z1 Z2 conjugate divided by Z1. Do yourself. It's easiest for you. Question number 8. First part, root 2 plus iota power minus 2. If you have negative power, how can we take its positive? Then reciprocal. Root 2 plus iota, it's positive 2, right? How can we solve? A plus b whole square. That means root 2 square plus 2ab plus b square. Okay? The square root cancel out and you have only 2 plus 2 of root 2 iota square minus 1. Now it will be 2 minus 1 is equal to 1 plus 2 root 2 iota. Take the conjugate 1 minus 2 root 2 iota. 1 minus 2 root 2 iota. It is a plus b, a minus b, a square minus b square. 1 2 root 2 iota, and it is 1 minus 2 root 2 iota. 1 minus 2 root 2 iota as it is. 1 is a 1 minus 2 is a 4, and square root cancel of only 2 iota square. It will be 1 minus 2 root 2 iota, 1 minus 8 iota square. 1 minus 2 root 2 iota as it is. 1 minus 8 and iota square minus 1. 1 minus 2 root 2 iota, minus minus positive, and 1 plus 8 is equal to 9. Now you have 1 by 9 real part minus 2 root 2 by 9 iota. It's your imaginary parts. Second part. 1 minus root 5 iota inverse. How can we take is positive? Is this 1 over minus root 5 iota. Take the conjugate. 1 plus root 5 iota over 1 plus root 5 iota. 1 multiply by this, 1 plus root 5 iota, it is a square minus b square. 1 root 5 iota. 1 plus root 5 iota as it is. 1 multiply by 1, square and root cancel out, only 5 and iota square. 1 plus root 5 iota as it is. 1 minus 5 iota square minus 1. Minus minus positive, 1 plus 5 is equal to 6. 1 plus root 5 iota. And it will be 1 by 6 real part, root 5 by 6 iota, it's your imaginary parts. Third part do by yourself, and also 4 by yourself. 5 part. 1 over 4 iota minus 5 inverse. How can we solve? Inverse mean reciprocal. Like reciprocal means it's 4 iota minus 5 power 1, and it is very easy for you. 4 iota minus 5. First we take real part, then imaginary. That is your answer. 6 part. Number 6. 3 plus 4 iota divided by 5 iota minus 4 and minus 2. First of all, take the inverse, because you have negative minus 2. We want to take as positive, that's why 5 iota your numerator and 3 plus 4 iota your denominator. Right? How can we solve square? 5 iota square means 25 iota square minus 2ab. 4 5 is 20, 22 is 40 iota minus positive. 4 4 is 16, 3 3 is 9, 3 4 is 12, 12 2 is 24, 2ab, 16 iota square. Now 25 as it is, iota square minus 1 minus 40 iota plus 16, it is 9 plus 24 iota plus 16 iota square minus 1. Now minus 25 plus 16, it will be minus 9 and minus 40 iota, and it will be 9 minus 16 means minus 7 and plus 24 iota. Take the common minus sign, it is 9 plus 40 iota, and it is 7 minus 24 iota. Minus minus cancel out. Take the conjugate, 7 plus 24 iota, 7 plus 24 iota. Now multiply with this. 7 square minus 24 iota square. 9 sevens are 63. 7 fours are 280 iota. 24 nines are 216 iota. And 40 24s are 960 iota square. 63 as it is. 280 plus 216 plus 216 plus 280. 496 iota. It is 960 and iota square minus 1. 7 sevens are 49 minus 24 multiplied by 24. 576 and iota square minus 1. 63 minus 960 minus 897 plus 496 iota, and it's plus out 49 plus 576 65. Now divided of this, minus 897 divided by 625 plus 496 by 625 iota.